So I'll be taking you guys through this job here today. Got a VL bonnet. It's had some custom work done to it. It's had a big scoop put into it there. So it's a fiberglass scoop. They've cut the hole out and they've done quite a good job here actually. They put the steel ribs in there. There was still a fair bit of work involved for me to get it up to this stage here. These pieces here were obviously, when they're made, they were just straight, but you can see they actually put curves in it. So when they did that, they put some low spots which I had to fill and prime. And also they must have used some 1K black around all their welds to stop it rusting before they put their primer on. And it ended up all peeling up around all these edges here. So there was a lot of prep work for me to do. This bonnet's going onto a VL Calais show car, so make sure I've got to do everything 100% right. All these little edges, I probably took about 8 hours just to get it up to where it is now. That's just for the inside of this panel here. I've gone around, seam sealed it. I did my prep work, finished it off with 500 grit. And bought it in the booth, gave it a good prep sole, and I tack ragged it before I put my seam sealer on, because if I was to put my seam sealer on first and then tack rag over it, your tack rag can sometimes hit your fresh sealer. But with this sealer, it's usually right to paint straight over. You don't usually have to wait for very long. If you want, you can, but it's actually not really necessary for the good seam sealers. I'm using the Sikaflex brand, so I'll get some base coat on and I'll continue taking you guys through the job. So that's my base coat down. Again, using the SGK. Great little gun that one is. So what I did was put 3 coats of a ground coat down. Because these Standox metallics are really poor for coverage in the solvent range. So I'll give you a look at the color code. 2G049, and it's called White Gold, Holden manufacturer. So I ended up, this is a ground coat, I just made that up out of some base coats that I had. It's quite close. That's a Metalux ground coat actually, and same thing, Metalux has got poor coverage too. So put 3 coats of that down, and then just put sort of 1.5 of the Standox. So I'd end up just saving a bit of my top coat colour, and at the same time using up some of that old Metalux system which we're not really using anymore. But I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I've got some warm clear sitting out there in a bucket. I'm going to go out for 5 minutes, let that base coat flash off, and I'll come in and get some clear on. So there we go, that job's all done. Use the Standox HS Clear with a bit of fast hardener. Heated the clear up, it would have been around the 40-degree mark. So that mainly helps the coats dry out in between coats. It doesn't take long to get a bit of heat into your clear and saves a bit of stuffing around. Also, it's going to help the drying times now. If I need to come in the booth in a couple of hours, that'll be good enough to bring out of the booth. Being that I don't have a heated spray booth, I've got to think about stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with that for an inside of a bonnet. Better than most. Like, there is a few bits of dust in there, but you kind of got to expect that. There's so many little edges where dust accumulates and it's going to blow out once you're painting, but looks much better than the inside of my bonnet anyway, I can tell you that. Again, I just use the SGK 1.4mm for base and clear. Perfect for stuff like this. The next couple of days, I might leave that just for a couple of days before I flip it over so I don't scratch it where the stand's going to be hitting it. Put it out in the sun tomorrow during the day and come back to it the day after and paint the outside. I'll make another video taking you guys through the steps of painting the outside. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching.